Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Look, I'm messing with the crank today. I'm actually got another 351 Windsor assembly. This is a scat crank. I haven't identified which kind of crank it is, if it's cast, forged, or forged steel. I'll have to figure that out tomorrow and call the manufacturer. I got the numbers here. So I'm really not sure, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about the correct way to install a harmonic balancer and what happens when you try to drive it on with the impact instead of pressing it on with a threaded rod and a washer and then hitting the impact in last. You don't want to push the harmonic balancer on with the impact gun with this bolt because it pulls the threads out of here. Now, I didn't do this. I bought this assembly from a kid, but if you can see the threads, all this black stuff and crap came out from the inside of the bore of the crankshaft. Now, when I got this, it would turn to here. It got hard. He cross-threaded it and drove it on to about right here. You can see the marks, but he didn't go all the way down. But anyway, when he cross-threaded it, it would turn to here and get tight. Couldn't do nothing else with it, you know, and obviously he didn't know what he was doing. So there's the threads, some of the threads, and all that black crap came out of there. I used a magnet to clean that out. You see it? I stuck it inside the bore, and I used a napkin afterwards to clean it, and I kept continuously doing it. It pulled all the magnetic stuff out. Now, how I clean this is I used a wrench. First, I got everything all centered up. You see? And I got it to start to catch first. And then I started turning it. And when it got tight, I'd do a quarter turn more and then back up. Back up a little bit. This is cleaning the threads, cleaning the inside of the thread bore of this. When you turn it in, but the trick is not to go, when it gets hard, just keep wailing on it. No, you don't do that. When it starts getting hard, you do a quarter turn more. And then you back up. And you do it a little at a time. You don't just go and hold the crank and just wail down till you get all the way at the back. No. I do it a little bit at a time. That way, when I'm going in a little bit, then I clean back out. I pull it back out and I clean it out. You know what I'm saying? Then I go back in. And see, now I have this all the way straightened up. You see what I'm saying? I can do it with my hand now. It starts getting tight here at the end, but I want it to be tight. I didn't go, I have got it to where it turned all the way back here, but I want it to get tight here at the end because when it gets all the way tight and gets to the end, I want it to be snug tight. So I didn't go turn it too many times all the way to the end, and it starts getting hard there. As you can see, it's being a little hard on me, but with a wrench, it turns all the way in. But I used a wrench on this to do this. Let me grab the wrench and show you quickly. So this is cleaning the thread bore. So now you can see. And say it's getting tight there, then I'm going to flip the wrench back. And if you keep doing this, you can clean the thread bore of it out perfect. Now you see I can go all the way tight with it in now, and there's no slop with it. It gets tight. But before, I could put it in here and get 2 or 3 turns and it would totally lock up. There was nothing else I could do. Now I can, look, I got it going good. You see what I'm saying? It's not stripped. It's coming out the way it is. I'll continue to clean the bore, the thread bores of this, until I get it to where I can turn it in easy like this all the way. You see what I'm saying? Okay, enough about that. Now I'm going to polish this up. I do see one snafu shit moment. So I'm going to show you here real quick, and I think I can recover from this. This had a minute nick in it. Let me see if I can zoom there and you can see it. It has a little nick. You see it? Now I'm going to show you with my fingertips here. You can't really feel it. I mean, you can barely, but not really. Well, what I used is I use 1,000 or 1,500 grit. Here's 1,500 grit. You're not going to kill your crank. You don't stay in one area and you hold it with your finger and you do a couple passes like this. You turn the crank, you do a couple passes again like this. You keep turning it. You do the same amount 3 times. You know, and you do from this area to here, this area to here, this area to here, then you turn the crank, and then do from that area to there, that area to there, that area to there, then you turn the crank, and then you get this last back area here. So if you keep doing it and you spin that way twice, they say 1,000 to 1,200, but I like 1,500. You're not going to kill anything. I have a little bit of oil on it, so there's a barrier in between there. But this works out really good for me, and I polish all my stuff up. I'm not going to pay somebody to do that. I can do it awesome myself. And when I do my when I check my crank, my measurements with the plastic gauge, it always turns out great. I don't take a lot off. But you can see this journal's already. I went around it twice. You can see compared to the other ones, there's no lines in the other ones. This is just oil crap on it. So I'm trying to tighten this up. So as always, like, subscribe, and share, and keep on dreaming.